Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance. For today, I will finish off Isaac. Hopefully, by beating Greedier mode with this character, and perhaps we'll also actually unlock the final character, the Keeper. Since we have the D6, we can re-roll some of our items here. I'm tempted to re-roll the range up, but the fact of the matter is that there is a item on sale here, which might also be worth re-rolling. Plus I'd re-rolled two other items as well. But I think I'm just gonna not make this too complicated and instead just choose this one for a health up. Not terrible actually, and since it is a health up, I might as well go in here. There is a soul heart in here, which doesn't really help out too much in the grand scheme of things, but with that, I can save this health up for later and also be able to heal up with that. Potentially, it might be worthwhile to go into the devil deal and get some good items out of that. As per usual, if we get sulfur or something like that, then we are pretty much good to go, even though it is kind of unfortunate to have to re-roll the or replace the D6 rather. I still really like sulfur for this mode, so it could be pretty tempting. Plus I never really otherwise go for devil deals, I suppose, anymore these days, because I keep wanting to go for Mega Satan with the 100 different characters in the game. But I wouldn't mind trying. I took some damage there in a weird fashion that I can't quite explain, but hopefully that's not too bad. There is quite a lot of enemies here, and the room is filling up rather quickly here. That is a lot of spiders. That is not good at all. But hopefully I can manage this in a way that it becomes a little bit less horrendous. Just trying to take care of these spiders one at a time, but it is getting rather busy here, as you can tell. Just need to really survive the basement, and then I feel a lot more confident as well. But I decided to press the button at the end there, just for the sake of trying to actually survive the waves that are currently on screen, because there is quite a lot going on here. Plus we also have recharged our D6, so it might be worth re-rolling our shop after all. We can buy the item that is on sale with the amount of money that we have, so that might be worthwhile. Definitely going to use that health up to heal up though. And since we pressed the button, it is going to make the remaining waves a lot more bearable as well. So I'm hoping that we are okay there. There is still one red heart waiting for us in the shop as well. So let's take this. Let's re-roll all of this, which does have a health up. This is interesting, but not too interesting specifically as this character, I think. So I'm just going to risk it and see if the item room number 2 has something good. And that is pretty damn good. That's a lot of status effects. Doesn't heal us, but there was that red heart over there, which we can use. And I'm going to just save the bomb that we start off with for whatever tinted rocks may come our way. Perhaps it might be useful to blow up a flame or something like that. I don't know yet. But either way, the Play-Doh cookie does give us, I'd argue, significant damage up for specifically this floor only, if only just that, because of the status effects that are being dealt to these enemies will deal with a lot of my problems. So I'm hoping that we can use the damage over time from some of these status effects to just kill a lot of these enemies that way. Took some more damage there, unfortunately, but I mean, the basement is arguably one of the trickier parts of this mode, unfortunately. It can be kind of a wall to get through if you just get very overwhelmed by the first couple of waves. I'd also say that if you are struggling with it, just don't do Burning Basement, don't do Cellar, but instead just focus entirely on the ones that are a bit more manageable, I guess I would say. Just regular basement, really, because I do think the waves in regular basement are usually a bit more friendly. This boss I'm not too concerned about, but I'm hoping that I can kill him quickly enough. And then there's the fear effect, which I did not anticipate and definitely only made things worse. So that is an unfortunate side effect of dealing large amounts of status effects. And unfortunately, the charming tear ended up just making him run into the other boss and dying. So that worked out. His dash, or his 3 dash attack, has been replaced by a singular really quick dash because of the champion type that he is. And because he is once again charmed, he ended up dealing a decent amount of damage to the other spiders there. So that's good. Ends up dealing with a little bit of my troubles there. So all in all, not bad. Another explosion from the fire tiers, which I do need to be a little careful of with not getting exploded. And this should give me one more reroll as well. And it does. That is just a bunch of pins, I do think. I think it's 2. It was kind of tricky to tell, but I think it is indeed 2 pins. And indeed it is. A little bit easier to tell when they finally start going in different directions instead of just following each other perfectly. But overall, nothing too concerning, fortunately. The status effects actually give you a decent idea where he is. I think when he jumps, he can still just teleport, but I'm not 100% sure about that, actually. Maybe I just never actually noticed how he moves before until now, but it did seem to line up with where he came out afterwards, so I don't know. It's kind of difficult to tell with these situations. There is a lot to look out for. I just don't want to take any damage, really. And definitely tempted by the Devil Deal, but my health situation is pretty rough, so it might be better to go for Angel Runes. Even though I did say I wouldn't mind going for one. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. You know what? Why not at least try? Not really digging either of these, though. And I don't know if I want to re-roll this or the shop one more time, and I'm genuinely thinking about the shop, but simultaneously there is a health up in my shop as well. I'm gonna re-roll these. And that is Sulfur. I did just say I really like Sulfur in this mode. It does kind of get rid of the D6, obviously, which is a big sacrifice for sure. But I'm hoping that with the things that we currently have, like we have OK tier 8, we have Brimstone for most of the floors, which is obviously going to be incredible. I'm hoping that way we can just deal with whatever problems may come our way. I'm hoping occasionally we get some kind of homing effect, like we saw like kind of the brainworm effect happen from time to time, and I'm hoping that's going to be activated with Brimstone occasionally as well. That is another health up. It also heals, so I will just leave that there again for now. And let's check out our shop. We have a black heart as well, so that's probably going to be useful. But we will only be getting devil deals from this point on as well, so that is something to keep in mind. Now we could get a bomb for the price of 1 key, and we get a coin back, but I don't know if that's really worth it. So let's use this. It has been, yeah, that looks really good. Obviously that looks quite nice, plus the Brimstone effect just looks so cool with the Play-Doh cookie as well. Like, look at those rainbow colors. That's really nice. Plus when it homes good. Occasionally freezing enemies as well. I'd argue that this was probably the correct choice, at least for Greed. Well, until we reach Ultra Greed, effectively. There is still the possibility that we could be in trouble during the Ultra Greed fight, but simultaneously, the range that Sulfur gives you is so strong. And that makes me feel like this is probably a pretty good way to go. And I'm happy that I just pretty much actively tried to get it, because it's going pretty well. At least for this floor, obviously. I don't think Caves is a very good representation of the rest of the run. And I did just take an explosive hit there, unfortunately, but that's fine. That's Peep over there, who is just going to jump around a bit, but that is fine. We killed the first boss already, so just Peep to deal with, which is no problem at all. And that takes us to the final wave. Just 2 of these, no problem. Kinda hoping that I can hit both of them at the same time without too much risk here. A little concerned about his tier attacks, but it seems that the mushroom he was on pretty much guarded us from any damage that we would have otherwise taken, so that's good. That is Dead Cat, which I don't love, but it does allow us to pick any other devil deals that come our way. So you know what? Let's just go all out and just kind of hope that this works out. I can also go into my curse room by taking damage. It is a little tempting to just take some health here so I can at least survive for a little bit, but I'm not sure if I should. I'm kind of tempted to stay on low health, but I don't know. Either way, I think I'll take 1 here just to see if I can get a second item that's better, and raw liver does make that a lot more tempting, actually. Alright, so we're no longer at low health. There is plenty of red hearts on this floor. And still that one as well. So I think what I'm gonna do is just give all my red hearts to this little beggar over here. That made things a little bit more complicated. Did I pick up the intruder on purpose? I don't think I even really realized what I just did. Ah, darn. Oh well. When you forget about what the intruder actually is, you do end up making those choices ultimately, but I guess that's fine. It's a little annoying for sure, but nothing that's completely unmanageable. Especially with my current health situation, for sure. Yeah, I figured I'd try that one more time, and it ended up very much working out. That gave us a bunch more damage. It's a speed up as well, apparently, which is definitely something that I will say repeatedly for the rest of my life, probably, but not used to the mark being a speed up, but I'll definitely take it. Yeah, with that, I guess I'll just take this. It seems a bit counterintuitive to what I said previously, where I figured, well, let's just get our health low so we can have low health for a while and just take devil deals, but then we ended up just getting a lot of good stuff. That is some more speed, which I don't mind. We were not especially low, but not super high either. I could just bomb this with the one bomb that I have. I think that's worthwhile. For 2 keys, I'd argue that that's probably a pretty good deal. It allows me at least one more item room. I mean, it's a terrible idea, but I'm just curious what it's gonna be like. Because this is interesting with brimstone as well. It's kind of like how soy milk is interesting with brimstone, but in like a whole new level as well. So, you know what? Yeah, this is good. This is what a run needs. This is definitely not better than what I had. But as the item description says, it is a bit more nutty. So I'm hoping that that is exactly what this run needs. But I will say that this almost certainly just made things more complicated. God, this is horrendous. Like, look at how it's just moving erratically the entire time. I charmed that one, but that's fine. Like, even my brimstone isn't even reaching half the time because it's just going all over the place. But you know what? I don't care. This is the life I've chosen to live. We're going with weird whip. I mean, this is hilarious to me. I don't even care if we win this run. I'm happy to have made this choice. And so far, things are actually dying pretty quickly anyway, so... Also, simply put, because of that trinket I have, the sulfur is going to charge pretty damn quickly as well, so I think that alone is going to make life a lot easier in general. Because we're just going to get so many extra charges on this item and end up dealing a bunch more damage. Like, my damage is 3.3, which for, like, effectively a soy milk build, I think is pretty damn good, so... I'm pretty happy about that. Definitely should have given some hearts to the demon beggar now that I'm thinking about it, but oh well. Both are good. Yeah, I'll take both. There was a time where I was like, should I take a devil deal? And now I've reached the point of, yes, all of them. It's the only correct answer. I'm gonna give this one some more hearts because I think he pays up pretty quickly. Yep, so look at how quickly that went, after all. I don't really care about that too much with our brimstone-based build. Magician, though. Ooh, that's good. I'm gonna get him to pay out just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Huge growth? Huge growth or magician? God, that's a choice. I mean, probably this, right? I mean, magician is incredible, but huge growth, though. God, that's a horrendous choice. I don't like that at all. I kind of wish I did that way sooner. Even the regular tiers are actually pretty okay at dealing with these enemies. My intruder tiers are actually going in a normal direction, which is helping out more than I would have expected. So I can appreciate that for sure. Oh, God, I don't know how to feel about this choice, about huge growth over magician, because I don't know how much damage I'm exactly going to get here by taking the magician, or taking huge growth, but oh well. I'm not too worried about it in the end. I'm definitely not interested in this because it's just tedious. I'll take those. Yeah, that's a tough one right there. I'm still thinking about it. I can't even make the choice anymore, so it doesn't even matter, but still, it's something, alright. Either way, I'm hoping Gimpy is going to give us a lot of red hearts. I'm going to just buy this. 2 hearts, that's not really that interesting. It was a red card, it could have been 2 diamonds, and that really does improve life a lot in this mode, so let's just keep doing this. Enemies are pretty much going to be scared of me all the time, I think, so that's also quite wonderful. Because it just means I can sort of sit in a corner and shoot wildly. And wildly is exactly how I am shooting. God, look at how frequently I can use this item as well. If we could get like a car battery, that would be so good. Because then we get... Well, for one, we get the double brimstone during the Ultra Greed fight, which is obviously really nice. But also, it would just be even more damage. Like, way more, I think. So yeah, it would be kind of nice. But we'll see. For now, let's just enjoy the spectacle. I should... Okay, there was 1 red poop, and it completely destroyed those enemies there. Very good. I'm hoping the red poop will once again manage to do a similar thing there. Can't really see the boss right now. If only I had some sort of homing. Ah. Definitely was avoidable there, but you know what? That's okay. Bad PhD, book, 7 seals. 7 seals is not terrible, but... I think my build is fine. There's so many hearts on the floor. Let's just get a couple hearts here as well. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go all out. Did I miss an... No, that was Taurus. Alright. Yeah, let's just use all of our money on health and then just move on. I think this build is probably good enough to beat Ultra Greed, honestly, so it doesn't really matter what else I get. I mean, it was good enough when I just had Sulfur. The rest, I don't know if it helped, but it is more fun. If this is like a whole bunch of 2 of diamonds, 2 of spades. I'll take that, because we're not really going to see much more things anyway. Strength is tempting. This is even more consumables, except for a bomb, I guess. The credit card will allow me to just take everything here, if I so desire, but then I won't be able to buy more stuff, because I think they just disappear, right? Yeah. But I definitely want to use it on this floor for sure, so I might just re-roll. Use the reroll machine a bit. That's probably not a terrible idea. Just gonna sit in this corner and hope for the best. I ended up taking more damage that way, but I think we'll manage. What's this? Chariot? Definitely should have used that strength card that I left in the room for some reason, in my item room. It just still looks so stupid. I cannot believe this. It's so ridiculous, but I've genuinely never seen this before. Like, I've seen soy milk brimstone. I don't think I've seen Play-Doh cookie brimstone before, but Play-Doh cookie combined with almond milk specifically is such a chaotic masterpiece, and I love it. Ah, very good. Yeah, I should definitely reroll. Oh, wait. Actually, no, I don't. I was gonna say, like, maybe I should take the Tarot Cloth because of huge growth, but I'm not sure if it affects it. That's a tricky one. Because if it doesn't affect it, I'm not really that interested. Leech is tempting, actually. Do I care about damage? Not really. I don't really want any of that. I'm gonna just buy the Tarot Cloth just in case it ends up being really good. Lucky Foot, obviously not terrible, but let's just re-roll this a couple times. That's not great. No. No? Maybe. I'll take these. Yeah, I'll take starter deck actually, because I wouldn't mind having multiple cards. That's actually not too terrible. I'll take this. Free key. Another devil card. Devil card with Tarot Cloth I think is also alright. Huge growth for strength though. Like, what does this do? Damage increase doubled, so you get +4, which is like an amount. For current double stat increase includes blah 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 blah. I can't tell which one of these two is better. I'd need another one of both, but you know what? I'm just gonna go like this, I think. Just having the extra health available is probably pretty nice anyway. So I think I'll just save the rest of my money on this one. It's probably not a terrible idea. Curse of Darkness. It's just very dark this run for some reason. I'd get this? Yeah. There you go. That's some quality almond milk diagonal tears right there. Might as well open this. Squeezy. I did need the tear rate. Oh, it actually did increase my tear rate. That's surprising, given the circumstance. Ooh, clicker though. Because I haven't really done this mode as many other characters. But I could become Lilith and that would ruin everything. Ugh, God, that's annoying. Oh, God. Is there a battery in my shop? Because if I can just become another character, that would really... Because Isaac... I mean, it's nice to get Isaac out of the way, but it's really nice to get literally every other character out of the way as well, you know? Because Isaac can at least re-roll. I feel like Isaac definitely has an easier time. I think the clicker can only turn me into a non-tainted character because I'm currently a non-tainted character. So I can't get someone that's like horrendous, but I could get like the Lost. And if I could be the Lost with this build, I'd be okay with that because I have 9 lives and a dream. I think the Lost would still be able to win with this build, even if it is a bit fiddly at times. Oh God, I hate this. I don't have a battery in the shop either. I'm just gonna do it. Bethany. I lost nearly all my health. You know what? Bethany has not done Greedier mode, and I will take that. That is actually entirely okay with me. We'll do this. Oh God, I have 15 soul hearts as well. So I can at least use this item a bunch more times as well because of that. Let's just use this one more time during this fight at least. But yeah, I don't actually mind that because that's 2 more item unlocks. And yeah, like I said, Isaac is so much easier than many other characters. And I mean, Bethany's doable for sure. But yeah, rerolling is incredible. Rerolling is so strong. So I will take that without even thinking about it. One more devil deal. I really would have liked getting the Lost for sure, but you know what? You can't win them all. The Lost would have been the ideal situation in terms of characters to get, but what is still alive? Are you waiting for this? What are you waiting for? There you go. And even though my health isn't that great, it's still not bad. It doesn't really help me. In any other situation, it would have been like, yep, Brimstone, but I'm already gonna have like so many uses of Brimstone here anyway because of all of this. So I don't really need to worry about that. I guess we'll just go. Yeah, this will do. A little bit low on health, but I think the strength card plus huge growth plus many Brimstone. I think I'm just gonna use everything immediately, and if I don't win the first time, it's just gonna be a miserable remaining 9 lives. Perhaps not the best of strategies, but it's definitely one that works. I will actually just use this on this one fight just to make life a little easier on myself. There we go. Probably should have killed the big one last, but oh well. And let's just go in here. Ultra Greed. Boop. Boop. There we go. This seems reasonable. 9 damage. Probably shouldn't destroy these actually, because I wouldn't mind having some enemies drop red hearts on this room. And I'm guessing they can. Yeah, they definitely can, so that is wonderful. Just making life as safe as I can with the character that I currently am, and I think that's pretty much the way to go. This is a little annoying. I am quite large. But that's hopefully okay. At least all the enemies are pretty much insta-dying, so that's good. Really the only attack I don't want is the one with the spinning coins. The rest doesn't really matter too much. The keys are entirely okay because they just end up dropping more health on the floor than it ultimately drops, I think, so... I'm just gonna actually just wait in the corner here for all the doors to open and genuinely try and kill as many enemies as I can here. Took 100 damage, but got some of it back. They didn't really drop health. That's annoying. Maybe they don't do that as well as I had hoped. In that case, we're just gonna sit over here. Also, my health is 5. I guess huge growth also gives me health, or maybe it's strength plus tarot cloth that gave me another health up as well, which is very possible. Either way, we're nearly done with phase 1, which I'm pretty happy about. Froze the bomb. Interesting. Several dimes or nickels, I think, just sitting on the bottom right corner, probably due to a shopkeeper exploding or something like that. I should probably just wait over here. This looks so intense. I absolutely love this build so much. Just gonna chill over here and shoot in that direction and hope I'm gonna hit something somewhere along the line. I think that's the way to go. Doing a decent chunk of damage to him anyway. There he goes. Just gonna keep chilling in the corner, I think. No worries one bit. No worries one bit. That classic saying. We've all said it. All the time, probably. But yeah, this is managing itself pretty damn well, I would say. Did I do greed mode as this character? I don't think I even did I? No, never actually even did greed mode. So that's 2 item unlocks, I think. Soul Locket and Vade Retro, which I think is actually pretty good. And if I'm lucky enough here, we can get that to 999. Boop, boop. If only everyone was as generous as you are. You get little fireworks. I guess I should have been more in the bottom so you can better see the fireworks. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but you get the idea. And if we put one more coin in there, you unlocked Keeper. And we get a whole bunch of money that we can't actually do anything with. Very good. That's effectively every non-tainted character unlocked. I was just gonna shoot some tears. I forgot about my whole situation somehow. Due to the sheer ecstasy of unlocking the Keeper. But there you go. That was a very normal greed mode run as Isaac, and therefore we beat the greed mode run as Bethany, and we have completed greed mode as Bethany, and that is one less thing to do as Bethany. God, if that was Jacob and Esau, I don't even know what would have happened. I don't know if that's even possible with Clicker, but would you just have one character with nothing and one with a lot? Maybe that just doesn't work. I don't know. Either way. Yeah, it's just going to be a short one today, I think. I hope you all enjoyed it. Next time we play, I might once again try to beat greed mode as Isaac. I haven't decided what I'm going to do next. But either way, I hope to see y'all there. Bye-bye.